But the Lord was with Joseph and extended kindness to him. He granted him favor with the prison warden. The warden put all the prisoners who were in the prison under Joseph's authority, and he was responsible for everything that was done there. The warden did not bother with anything under Joseph's authority because the Lord was with him, and the Lord made everything he did successful. Friends, here's an example of someone in the Bible who remained faithful to God through every single trial he went through. We read nowhere that Joseph ever turned his back on God. He was left for dead and sold into slavery by his own brothers. He was forgotten about by the cupbearer whom he met in prison. And he was thrown into prison off of a lie for years of his life gone away based on something he didn't do or have anything to do with at all. Now, he didn't seek vengeance. He didn't hold on to malice. He focused on the Lord and what the Lord's will was in his life. He forgave all of those who wronged him and even blessed his brothers and saved their lives. Through these terrible things that were happening to him, he remained seemingly unfazed and continued to do the work of God through it all. Think about something. Can you imagine going to jail for something that you didn't do, a crime that you didn't commit, and instead of crying or being angry, you cheer up the cellmates and prisoners around you with the love and joy of Christ? I mean, think about that. That's what we're called to do. But it isn't easy. When I was falsely accused of something by a person in my family, I was in seminary college. This was right before I preached my grandmother's funeral at this church right here, which was a hard enough task on its own. But knowing that someone in my family lied about me to all the other members of my family and that they would all be gathered there for this moment made me very upset. So much so that I came really close to not preaching my grandmother's funeral at all. Satan had used this false accusation against me to try to keep me from doing what God wanted me to do. And it was one of the most obvious and pure examples of a test in my life. Thankfully, I did preach the funeral for my grandmother, and it's one of the greatest honors I've ever received. Had I not done that, though, I can say with 100% certainty that I would not be standing in front of you today. The devil is the father of lies. If lies are being told about you, recognize that the enemy is at work. It's trying to keep you from doing what God wants. I believe that because I did preach that day, the Lord has blessed my life and now allows me to bless the children and youth of this church and bring them closer to Him.